I suffer from this delusion where I think that even if I don't want you, I really want you to want me. And when you don't want me, I try to get you back to want me. And when you do want me back, I don't want you no more. Something really wrong with me.
So what do you do for work? Do you like it? Do you like it? How many siblings do you have? Oh, you have a lot. You have a lot. That's fucking ridiculous.
You thought I was for you?
You know the number one thing men look for in a woman?
Her ass.
Loyalty. Who said loyalty?
I did.
Boom. That's all men are really interested in.
Yeah.
Would you knock your girlfriend out for $10 million?
Nah.
Yeah.
No?
But what the f? We could split it.
Yeah.
What are you talking? Knock me out right now. What the f? And all my bills are paid. Like.
Would you knock him out for $10 million?
I would knock. I'm sorry. I would knock my mom out for 10 minutes. Is this going on TikTok though?
It might.
Wait, what's the account?
What's good, guys? It's your boy Justin J coming to you with another car video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. This is the 20 red flags that you need to be on the lookout for when you're dating, right? I've been seeing this pop up a lot in the comments. I understand how guys will have a hard time with this because you'll find a chick that you vibe heavy with and you feel a deep connection with sometimes, or you see that she's a fun chick, but you don't know if you want to steer it to a relationship yet because of these things that you keep seeing that you can't ignore, and they don't bother you, but you're like, listen, the chick that's for me wouldn't do any of these things, right? So if you see her doing any of these things on this list, this isn't gonna really be the girl for you long term. But that doesn't mean that you cannot deal with these chicks that, you know, show you these red flags. But relationship material, nah, that's a no-go. Let's get into the video. Number one, she has a lot of male friends. I'm not saying that this is a problem, but for the long term, this is going to be a problem. Any chick that you want to take seriously, she cannot have a bunch of other dudes around her. Because let's keep it real, right? The only reason that they're in the friend zone with her and being male friends is because, you know, they know that she doesn't see them like that, or they just, you know, opted to be in the friend zone. They accepted it, right? But they really want to get with her. Think about it. If they had a shot to get with her, they're going to get with her. But there are cases where, you know, she grows up with certain dudes and you went to high school with certain dudes, and that's cool. But the whole male friends aspect of it, it's kind of cringe, and that's gonna always affect you when you're trying to make plans with her and she's like, oh, well, I'm hanging out with Billy or Bob or whatever. So it's like, it's not a good look, you know what I mean? And then those male friends know of other guys that she dated, and then, you know, all this other stuff, man. It's just messy situation. And then, you know, women will be trying to bring this goofy ass shit to you. Hey, do you want to like join me and my friends and come out here? And not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but there's a bunch of dudes that secretly are in the shadows, really want to get with your girl, and you're like going to events and chilling around them. It's just kind of weird in that sense. When you look at it like that, it's weird. But when you look at it from a sense of, you know, I'm a cool dude and I want to go along with my chick's program, there's nothing wrong. But, you know, when you're like a dude who's not going along with the chick's program, you really see that as a red flag. Number two, she goes out of her way just to make you jealous. I'm gonna put it to you like this. If you're in passing with this chick, right? Or you see her maybe even at the gym, and this is why I made that video too, because you will talk to a chick and you know that she likes you, but she's not making it direct. And you're not being direct either because you don't even want it like that, right? But then she's doing all this goofy shit. You know what I mean? Pulling another guy, you know, like looking at you. Here's another famous classic example of what women like to do to get you jealous, right? They will hug another guy, make small talk with another guy, be looking at you while they're doing it, then move from them and then come over to you and then be like, what? Oh, that's just Jake. And then you're just like in your head like, what? You know what I mean? Or they'll be like, what was that look for? That's just Ryan. And you're like, but I didn't look any type of way. Those weird moments like that, or they'll blatantly ask you, so are you jealous of me and so-and-so? And you're like, what? Because listen, mind blowing. Just know, whenever in any way, shape, form, or fashion, she tries to make you jealous with another dude, red flag, guys. Number 3, she leads with the whole I'm strong and independent mentality. You know, thanks to feminism, you know, women push this, just like this energy of they're better than you because they're strong and independent. But how is that when, you know, as a productive member of society, you're supposed to be strong and independent? You're supposed to stand up for what you believe in. You're supposed to go and make an honest living every day. Put your best foot forward. You're supposed to be the best you that you can be, right? And that makes you feel powerful. But you don't ever, you know, always lead interactions with the opposite sex like that. That's actually very weird. You know what I mean? So always know when a woman's leading like that, that also is aligned with some sort of trauma. Or she used to get put down a lot and now she's like up here. You know what I mean? Or, you know, all of this success fights that trauma, or everything that she didn't get that she thought like maybe she deserved. Or even though, like, you know, you get robbed of your childhood young and things like that, man, like trauma-based things. So the whole strong and independent thing is like she's propping herself up. Number 4, she prides herself off material things. So listen, we all like to have nice things. That's not what I'm saying. But if she literally will pay her rent, you know, pay her car payment, and then be broke so she can order like candles, crystals, and like, you know, shoes and stuff, like, no. That's very odd. That's somebody who doesn't have a plan for the future and they're just all about the now. See, that's the thing. People with a lot of money, they don't even act that goofy. It's always like people who come into money that never had money that act, you know, goofy. Or it's just like somebody who doesn't have a vision of what to do with the money and then they act goofy. So just know that that's a huge red flag. Number 5, she idolizes celebrities. Now, it's not that you can't have a favorite singer or a favorite actor, but if you notice when you're chilling with this girl, she's always saying something about like how, and not necessarily like, it'll be one thing, how he's cute, how he's this, this guy's this, oh, did you hear about this guy? To the point where it's annoying. Some women even go to the point of posting celebrities on their social media like it's just another picture to post. So you always have to remember that, you know what I mean? Like, it's very odd. I look at myself like I'm up here. So I don't ever look at somebody else like that. So when you're matching with somebody else, they have to like kind of match with how you move. And that's not how I move. So I just see that as a huge red flag. Number 6, social media addiction. I don't care if it's Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. It's toxic because they get on there and, you know, it's not, it won't even start out as toxic because, you know, it's just posting pictures or, you know, laughing at funny memes and laughing at funny videos, comedy videos, right? But then dating advice comes up on there. And then you have chicks who use Instagram as a tool to just advertise for a bunch of dudes. You know, they dress provocatively and, you know, they put themselves out there with that image of, I'm a model, but I don't get paid to be a model. I'm a model, but I'm not seriously a model. There's no problem with being an influencer. There's no problem with being on social media. But are you using social media or is social media using you? Number 7, she talks like a dude. Bro, dude, bruh, any of that nonsense. It's a huge red flag, which ties into, you know, like the whole male friends thing. Where do you think she's learning all this energy from? Where? It's from being around a lot of guys, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging anyone, but for this chick to be around you, you enjoy each other's company to the point where everything is flowing. There's no problems. There's no, can we reschedule? Because I'm going to hang out with Billy Bob, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, well, he wouldn't do this. And, oh, does this like that. And it's like just those moments where you don't want to hear any of that goofy stuff. So the same way, like, bruh, bro, dude, that stuff is not feminine. And honestly, when a woman even does it one time, there's this feeling in the pit of my stomach that's like, I thought she was cool. But now it's just like I'm hanging out with, you know, like a friend now. Number 8, she lacks depth. She's very surface level. So if you try to talk to her about things that matter to you that might, you know, they're outside of the box. People don't really talk about this stuff a lot, and it's actually to make you grow. Like I'm telling you guys, I got different books. You know, through martial arts, you learn a bunch of different things. So it's like you can try to give it forth to somebody and they won't be accepting of it, but they're not knowing that like these are deeper lessons. They just need to listen a little bit, and they'll see like the hidden messages behind things. And they're like, oh, I see why he reads that book. Oh, I see why he meditates this way. Oh, I see why he moves this way. You know what I mean? But if they're surface level, it's going to be like what's on TV, what's on social media, what this person thinks, all types of other goofy shit, right? So when somebody is showing you that, you know, it's not clicking there, it's a huge red flag. Number 9, she dresses like a thought. This is not really a problem because, you know, we're very visual as men. So, you know, we love to look at a chick dressed like a thought. You know, that's why they do this stuff on Instagram and stuff, because it snatches the eye. It catches a man's eye, and then that just sends him down a rabbit hole. Once it's one picture, then it's another picture, then it's a short, then it's a reel or a video, and then it's another picture, and he's just locked in, right? So we're very visual. But then again, to take her serious, this can't happen really unless you're a guy that can handle that, because here's how it's gonna go. The same way how you look at her, other dudes look at her when you go out or whatever. And yeah, when you go out, you'll be like, yo, this is my chick. And like, I'm with her right now. All right, but this is just right now, right? And when you go out with a chick that's dressed like that, it signals good things off to other women that like she's hot and he can pull a chick like that. But I'm talking about long term, man. When you go out and you got your chick next to you, is it really like, oh, he could pull a hot chick, da da da, or is it like the chick next to you is like on point? And you know what I mean, guys, to the point where she could be fully covered and she's still on point. So it's not to say that it's a bad thing, like when a chick dresses like that, because, you know, it's 2023. You know, everybody's free to do whatever they want, talk however they want, dress however they want. But to take this chick serious, even for short term to long term, because short term opens up long term. So even if you take her serious, like if you do something short term with her, right? And then you figure out, hey, this chick seems cool, everything's flowing, it's just this one thing, right? That's like the most basic thing right there. That's a sign that she doesn't respect herself when she's willing to dress provocatively at 12 o'clock on a Sunday, you know, going to Stop and Shop to get a Pepsi. Let's keep it a buck. Number 10, she likes to go to bars, clubs, venues, events, and stuff like that. Listen, there's nothing wrong with a chick going out with her girls, right? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but when you're trying to take something more serious with a chick, this is why it's all on you. Because if you're noticing these things, just back out, man. Just back out. Don't try to pursue a relationship. Just keep it casual, right? Because if you want to be in a relationship with this chick, that can't happen like that, man. That cannot happen like that. And it has to happen to the point where like, she's like, yo, I just need to go out and have fun. I just want to shake my ass and dance. And you're like, all right, babe, get out. Like, go. Matter of fact, go. You know what I mean? But to be living that lifestyle every single week, like every single weekend after weekend, drinking and smoking and partying and drinking and smoking and partying. We're not even talking about guys, right? It doesn't seem like anything's decreasing, but also the biggest part about it is your mentality and your mind is decreasing. Yes, we learn from mistakes, but every weekend after weekend after weekend after weekend. Number 11, she does not listen. It's her way or no way, but she's giving you this facade of, oh yeah, I hear you. Oh yeah, I got you. See you soon. Whatever little goofy garbage game that she's gonna try to play after you're being direct with her. But listen, it's like she was taking instructions in the beginning, but no matter where, it kind of falls off somewhere that she's like, yo, she's not taking heed to my words. Oh yeah. Big red flag. You need a woman to follow your lead, follow directions. And if that's not happening, this can't happen. Number 12, she can't cook. She doesn't know her way around a stove or an oven, or she doesn't know what a whisk is. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't know anything. She doesn't know how to cut, slice anything. Listen, you're going to need a chick to want to cook for you in order for you to feel some type of way about her. I'm telling you, a woman, when she feels a way about you, she wants to cook for you. And if there's a block in the middle, like imagine a woman was really feeling you and she's like, I want to cook for him so bad, but she can't. Come on, guys. Think about it. That's just these basic things that her grandma should have taught her. Her mom should have taught her. Her aunt should have taught her. Understand that when a woman can't cook, it's going to throw the whole thing off, because that's one of the things that she does to keep your attention. Number 13, she has no goals or hobbies. Listen, a job is one thing, a career path is one thing, but something that you love, something that you like to do. you can understand better that like, yo, there's more to life than just working. I have a vision, I have a plan, I know where I'm going. And you know, the part of being in a relationship is building up together. So I need to already be building up as an individual to meet somebody else that's already building themselves up. We meet, you know, along right there. We see that we have the same mindset and we build up. But if she doesn't have any goals or any hobbies aside from work, like elevating her, big red flag. Number 14, she talks bad about other people. So especially it could be her parents, her sister, her brother. If she's cursing a lot and like using derogatory terms towards them, it's not a good look. And I don't mean like, you know, we all get angry sometimes and say things that we don't mean, but at the same time, if it's a constant thing and you're seeing it, just know that you're next. I'm telling you like that, man. Just know it's like they'll put on the show in front of you at first, but just know, well, think about it. If she's acting this way towards her friends or her mom or people that she sees in passing, listen, you're definitely next. And here's another one. If you go out to a restaurant, the waiter, something like that, you know, wait staff, anything like that, and she gets extremely rude or disrespectful, huge red flag. Number 15, the victim mentality. She can never take accountability, or you'll notice that it wasn't a problem because, you know, as you guys were progressing or something, she didn't have to take accountability. There was no mistakes, but then you notice like slip ups, lies, little things like that. And then you bring it to her and then you're like, listen, just tell me the truth. Like, I ain't even tripping. And she still lies. You're going to bump into that a lot with women, and it's cool. It is what it is, man. But you just got to know that like when she can't tell the truth, that's not going to do a service to any of you, and it's a big red flag, and you're going to end up wasting your time. Number 16, she can't communicate properly. Understand, you're going to bump into girls. This is why I make these videos like giving boyfriend energy, 7 reasons why women will give you mixed signals, all sorts of stuff like that, because you need to know. Sometimes it is you, and sometimes it's not you. A lot of the times women are very insecure, man. And if you're a select man, like a select guy, women sometimes, like that's why I always say, when they know they're not on your level, they'll eliminate themselves, man. And you're gonna see that too when they can't communicate properly. Number 17, she gives ultimatums. You know, a real man, you know, would do this. So if you don't do this by this time, you know, it's this. Or, you know, you better take me here or else. Or, you know, if you want to be in a relationship with me, I need you to do X, Y, and Z or else. It's like, no, huge red flag. Number 18, astrology talk. Any type of astrology talk, it really throws me off nowadays because I'll never forget this, right? You see the TikTok clips and you see everything online and, you know, chicks acting all stupid and goofy. But when you see it right in front of your face, you know, more than like a handful of times, you're like, yo, wow, chicks really buy into this. So I remember when I was working at this pizzeria, right? This chick that I was working with, we never really talked like that. I'm telling you, mysterious, James Bond vibe. So I never really spoke a lot, only to like workers around me and shit. So one day, 2 of the counter girls, they were talking about astrology or whatever. So it was like at this moment, one of the girls started talking to me, the cuter one. So then the other one, she saw her talking to me, so she instantly like opened up and she started talking to me. So she's like, hey Jay, what do you think about astrology? And I'm like, oh, I don't follow any of that stuff. And she's like, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da, and you know, just goes off, start talking. So then I'm like, let me ask you a question real quick. So I asked both of them. I'm like, let me ask you guys a question real quick. If you met a guy, right, attractive, you liked him a lot, he was like the ideal guy for you guys, but your signs don't align and they don't match up, right? Would you still be with that guy? Like, would you take that guy seriously? Would you stick with that dude? And she was like, absolutely not. Mic drop, bro. Mic drop. That's when I knew. Any type of talks like that, garbage. Red flag. Number 19, she is unappreciative of the little things. Not even between you and the chick. She's unappreciative of waking up every day. She's unappreciative of, you know, being able to give out energy and receive energy. Being able to just start the day and like know that like, yo, I have the whole rest of the day. It's like she doesn't even understand that yesterday was the past and I'm lucky enough to wake up today. You know what I mean? I got this beautiful apartment and all of this stuff in my beautiful apartment. I get to go out and make money, right? Then come home and then do whatever I want to do with the money. You know what I'm saying? I got my own 2 hands, right, that I can build with. I got my own thoughts that I can jot down. You can actually make money off of that. You can actually help other people with that. But it starts with appreciating the little things. And when a woman is unappreciative, it just comes off in the energy, and it's just a big red flag. Number 20, she cheated on her ex with you, or she moved on from her ex literally the next day or so with you. Huge red flag. I'm not here to judge, guys. These are the 20 red flags that you're gonna see out when you're trying to date women, and you might even have women around you. You know, guys have, you know, chicks that are friends. Guys have chicks that they want to take serious, but guys also have chicks that they're seeing casually, and they don't know where it's about to go yet, and they need to know these signs to look out for. So these were the 20 red flags. It's your boy Justin J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.